Hello, my name is Holly. Welcome to the Murder She Shed. This is the place you hear true crime right from my she shed. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe to keep up with breaking updates such as today and unique cases that you might not hear anywhere else. Okay, I'm just going to get right into this. A transcript was accidentally released by authorities on the Delphi murders. If you have been keeping up with this case, you have heard about KEGAN being linked to an online persona, Anthony Shots. KLINE was portraying himself as this male model in order to get nude pictures of underage girls during the time of Abby and Libby's deaths. 12 days after Libby and Abby were murdered, authorities searched his home and interviewed him, and now a new transcript was accidentally put on the Miami County Court website, and we're going to discuss that today. In the transcript, KLINE was being interviewed by a state trooper and a sheriff's deputy on August 18, 2020. And they absolutely know that he was communicating with Libby and her friends while they were at a sleepover the night before, and he was using the Anthony Shots profile. In the transcript of the interview, police say, you had told investigators that I know you say you don't remember a girl that you ever talked to, but I know you remember Liberty German. KLINE was inaudible. Police, right, and you know you talked to her and you admit to talking to her, and KLINE, I don't think I ever did, though. I think I talked to one of her friends like I told them. Police, you admitted you talked to her for a few hours at a sleepover. Then you blocked her because she was annoying, you remember? KLINE said, you're right, yeah. Police, you remember that? KLINE, yeah. A couple of pages later in the transcript, the trooper confronts KLINE saying that Anthony Shots was supposed to meet Libby on the Delphi High Bridge the day she died. KLINE said, I don't ever remember saying I was going to meet up with them, though. And then the trooper said that he left a message to another person after he had learned about the murders, that he said, yeah, we were supposed to meet, but she never showed up. KLINE said, that's a lie, that he didn't say that. But police told KLINE they believed at least 2 people had access to the Anthony Shots account based on the forensic investigation into the wording used by the account. So apparently things that KLINE would usually say was not said in this other account. So there was 2 accounts that were logged in and logged out of. So there is 2 people. We have 2 different people using Kick Messenger, talking to people from our residence, police told KLINE. Earlier in the interview, KLINE said he gave his password to this account to a lot of people. But we know in a jailhouse interview he did in 21, he admitted his father had access to the Anthony Shots account. KLINE told investigators he didn't exchange photos with Libby, but it did admit to receiving photos from a friend of hers who was at the same sleepover. Through the transcripts, it is also learned that he failed a polygraph test, and it was just a couple of weeks after the murders. He was also using Emily Ann 45 as a social media persona to talk to girls. During some of these interactions, child porn was exchanged with images of children as young as 5 years old. And of course, he denies this during his interview. He states that his dad had the password to his phone, hinting that it could have been him acting as Emily Ann 45. The officer also states through KLINE's Dropbox of his phone, they found one of the largest child porn rings in the state of Indiana ever. The largest child porn ring he was involved in. In one of the exchanges, Emily M45 said, "My dad says, 'What's up?' He asked your age limit. He says you're gorgeous and asked if it was wrong to like little girls like you." KLINE said that 1,000% had to be his dad because he never said any of that on the Emily N account. The transcript also discussed how after the polygraph, he went home and uninstalled Instagram, Meet Me, and Snapchat on a phone that he had at the time of the girls' murders, before he even turned it in to authorities. Apparently, he did exchange pictures and messages with Libby, and the cops said they have proof, and he has denied that. And after the murders, his phone showed he did look up the Down the Hill video clip and watched it at least 6 times. Wonder why. After the girls' deaths, KLINE also communicated with one of Libby's friends, and they discussed that the girls had got murdered, and he acted all shocked. He told her that he was supposed to meet up with her that day, but she had never showed up, which that's what we had discussed earlier. In the transcript, it discusses the fact that Anthony Schott's persona received an address from a young girl saying her family would not be home after she got off the bus from school. This is not Abby or Libby. It's a different, and of course it's got names redacted. It's a different girl. So after she gets home from school, she notices out the bedroom window that there is a guy with a ski mask staring at her. What's the odds of that? That she had told Anthony Schott's profile her address, and this happens. I just wonder if they've interviewed the father, if they've got a DNA swab from KLINE's father, or what's up with that. Really haven't heard anything about that. It seems like he should be investigated, which I'm sure they are. They're just not releasing it to us. During the interview, it says that they did earlier, I guess when they got the polygraph, they did do a DNA swab of KLINE, and that he had went home and Googled, how long does DNA last on a body? So if the girls' bodies didn't have DNA on them, and if it matched, why has he not been arrested? So, must not have matched. Did they swab the dad, just like I said? And are they looking into possible connections in this huge child porn ring for suspects? Maybe someone helped or was involved in that. Not sure, but I think they are close to finally having the girls and their families justice, or at least I hope. I'm not sure, because if these interviews happened a while back, nobody has been charged with these murders. So I'm not sure if they're as close as everybody's saying. If they had the DNA, which was pretty much, I think, how they would have to prove this case, really, because I don't think they could go by all this online stuff unless they found something really big that he admitted to and they could prove it was him. But since 2 people were using this account, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do this, but they also mentioned in the transcript that a friend, and that is redacted, the name of the friend, had a possible access to his accounts as well. But he's saying that they even knew like his PIN number on his phone, and that his dad possibly knew his PIN number. Or is this just a lie and he's trying to take the blame and put it on someone else? It's a mystery that I hope they soon find out for the sake of the family and the girls. And you guys got any comments? Leave me some below if you have any ideas. I did find the transcript online. You should be able to find it as well. The Murder Sheet podcast is the one that found the transcript on the Miami-Dade court website. So they have released it and you can find it online. All All right, guys, I love y'all, and hit that like and subscribe. And thanks for joining me today. And I hope you will come back and watch my other videos. Bye.